Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well and prepared for another evening all together to give an update of what happened today. Speak about Juventus. To be honest, yesterday we said a lot with Romeo Agresti, fantastic live. Thank you for all the people that tuned in. I hope a lot of your questions were answered. Some I already anticipated and I asked myself, of course, because I knew a bit what you would ask. Some I picked from the chat. But thank you for all the support. It was really fantastic to be here. Today I saw already a few comments that were funny. RB comes that is saying let Beppe coop, but then he changed his subject in G just late. 2 minutes, mamma mia, 2 minutes. You know, the last time I wrote it on Twitter, my mother. She hated, but she really hated people that were late. So she always educated me to be in advance. She was extremely in advance, 30 minutes, 40 minutes in advance, always. She said, at least you are there. You never know what can happen on the road. Then I worked with an Italian boss from Firenze, and we were always sitting together in the open space in the office. I was next to him, and we always had meetings, you know, I don't know, at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and he refused to stand up from his seat to go towards the meeting room before the clock was ticking like 11 a.m., 1 p.m. I said, you know, we will be late, the time that we walk. No, he always said, I stand up when it's time. I stand up, I go to the cafe, to the espresso machine, I take an espresso, and I go to the room. I said, yeah, but we will be late, 5 minutes. He said, yeah, but this is okay, because the meetings, they never start in time. So, you know, when I'm early on the live, I'm happy because my mother is smiling. When I'm late, I think about my ex-boss. Anyway, this is a bit why, G just early or G just late. Today it was a bit late, 2 minutes. Forza Juve, and all I can say is that the new video on Rabona TV about Conte was amazing. Grande Beppe. And then we have another one, Last Samurai, that is saying, Beppe, I'm here because I want the truth. Give me the truth. Well, if you're asking it that nicely.
If you want the truth, I tell you the truth.
If you want the truth, I tell you the truth. We have Antonio Conte, fantastic videos. I tell you guys, I have absolutely no shame in saying what I'm about to say, but my friend Adrian, Rabona TV, is from another level. He's from another level. You know, sometimes we are speaking about GOATs. You can speak about this guy here today around Madrid. They won 3-1 versus Atletico Madrid. We'll speak a few seconds about it. Adrian Rabona TV is from another level. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. The videos that he's making, the researches, the way that he's editing it, the fact that he's connected with all the creators from all around the world is just fantastic. The video was really impressively great. No shame in saying that another level. Fantastico, bravo. So if you didn't see the video from Rabona TV, after the live, go and watch it because it's really great, really fantastically great. Ciao Cash, my friend, long time ago, grande, ciao Thomas, Australia is there, GUFC Melbourne. Rick, I hope you watched the video this morning because I spoke about the GUFC. By the way, can you tell me, guys, if you're taking part of a GUFC around the world, where you are living, who's member of a Juventus official club? Tell me yes or no, and which city you are in or which country, because it depends. Sometimes it's a city, sometimes it's a country. Ciao Wakas from London, grande Wakas. We have LJJ, Forza Juve, ciao Beppe from Alexander, Peniel, Thomas, Christian and Rick. That's Hulm Karsdorp and the other one, Mele, if I'm not wrong. I believe Peniel, that's what he wants to say. I'm loving the news reported on John Elkann and his statements. Hey guys, on my small notes, of course, I have the name of Elkann. I know that you didn't see what was written there. I know. It's also because I don't want you to see what I prepare. But John Elkann, beautiful words today. Fantastic words for people that were doubting, for people that were already starting speaking about selling, you know, all the drama. I didn't do any video about it. Juventus has been thrown on the wolf, but it will come back leading the pack. Do I have a great memory? I don't know if my memory is working. Was it page 56 in the book? Thomas, maybe I'm wrong, huh? Let me check if I have a good memory or not. I said 56, huh? No, it's absolutely not 56. No, it's not 56. I don't know. I tried. 58. No, not 58. I don't know. 74. Let's try 74. No, it's not 74. I have no idea which page it is. Anyway, I tried. I thought I knew. I have no idea. Page 15. No, I don't think it's page. No, we already read page 15, guys. Is it page 15? No, you're inventing. Croatia, JFC from Cole. That's nice. I spoke today with someone that was doing, and yesterday as well, JFC Serbia, also from the Balkan. Jim, number 1, Toronto JFC from Dan Avola. Hey, Toronto, I know really well. By the way, I have a picture with the president of the Toronto JFC. I know his brother. They are twins. I know also, I know them quite well. Cash, we already said hello. We will speak about Juve, guys. But first, let me say hello to the people. Ciao, Zlatko, Sasha. Cash is dancing. I'm doing good. I watched, because you know it, I didn't speak too much about it, about my personal thing, but I refuse to watch any single game of Serie A this weekend except of Juventus. I will always watch Juventus, whatever and wherever we will go, that we will go in Super League, that we will go in Second Division, that we will go in England, taking over Notts County, whatever news, I will always watch Juventus, whatever we are and wherever we are. But Serie A, I had difficulties. The only game that I saw some things were Milan-Juve, or Lazio-Milan 4-0. It was on. I was not even attracted. I was not concentrated. I didn't care. I just watched when I heard him screaming and saying it is another goal. But except of that, I was not really. I have no attraction about Serie A. Ciao Beppe and all the Juventini for Steve Cano. Mohamed Maric is there. Richard, Grande Cecilia, Alessandro Lumare, Maharaj. Here we go. Ciao Anthony. Stavros, Peter is there. Do we have do you have a formation ready for Monza, Beppe? I want Mister to pay attention to GJustjuve. It's a bit early because it's Thursday. We play on Sunday, so everything can happen. Do we start immediately with the formations, guys? There is something that is intriguing me a lot, and it is this image. No, not Karim Benzema, of course. This image at 4 minutes and 10 on the Juventus YouTube channel is intriguing me a lot. You see, I always put the like also on the Juve. I watch on Juve. Only Juve. Well, this image is intriguing me a lot because you remember, not the last game, but the last game that we played versus Monza, in the Telegram group, if you are following the Telegram group, you know that at a certain moment I said maybe I will go to jail for saying it or for stating this, but I believe that maybe we could have found our Alphonso Davies. Of course, attenzione. I don't like to compare players, and Iling Jr. is not as strong as Alphonso Davies today, okay? But in terms of evolution of his career, in terms of understanding the role of playing in an offensive winger in the 4-3-3, or a winger that is able to play in a 3-5-2, in bringing him into a 4-man defense as a left back. Why? Because you know it, the evolution of the fullbacks is always going towards fullbacks that are going towards offensive thinking, going up, pushing as much as they can, even if they have to commit some mistakes defensively, because it's hard to play for 90 minutes ups and downs. But we tried with Kostic. He's not a left back. We saw it's a bit difficult for him to do the two faces, but you have the dynamism, the speed, the boost from a young player that can start really young to learn about this new way of playing football for him in his career. Why am I saying it? Because we saw it here, but we also saw it on the images of today. Wait, let me go on on Twitter so that I can show you. We see these images of Max Allegri actually speaking with Iling Jr. You see him here. They are speaking, and the journalist that was there, because today it was open for the public, but also for journalists, at least for a big part. The journalist was hearing what Allegri was saying, and he's saying, stay a bit closer to the player, you are too far away. So he was giving him actually some tips. So for the people that are saying that Max Allegri is never playing or never explaining football to people that are saying that Max Allegri is actually not working with players that are really young, he's not trusting them, we see clearly here with evidences that he is working with players. Not always we are able to see it. And why am I showing this image? It's because after that training, we see also the game where it's Iling Jr. that is running behind Federico Chiesa. Of course, he was not able to catch him, but at least he was doing the effort for long. What does that mean? That maybe and probably, and I can tell you, the 8 goals that we conceded in 2 games, 8 goals that we conceded in 2 games, Napoli and Atalanta, with a 3-man defense that in certain parts of the game changed towards 4, but mainly a 3-man defense, was absolutely not appreciated by Max Allegri. A system that worked for 8 games in Serie A with a clean sheet for 8 long games. We found some stability versus teams like Atalanta, versus teams like Napoli that are a higher level, even if it worked versus Inter and Lazio. But versus 2 teams that are playing in a different way, it has been difficult. So I don't believe that Max wants to stop with a 3-5-2. But I think he wants also to go for an alternative, already starting preparing. And that will be the beautiful thing, is that we will not know if we go towards a 3-5-2 or a 4-3-3. Why 4-3-3? Also because he wants to use the max potential of the players that are coming back. Federico Chiesa is now about to be there and starting. We have Di Maria that is having minutes in the legs. So why not changing or in the game from a 3-5-2 towards a 4-3-3, or starting with a 4-3-3 and maybe then taking away one of the players and going towards a 3-5-2 that in non-possession can become a 5-3-2. So, you know, it's trying, and these images that we saw, and this one from YouTube here with Iling Jr. there, and this one where he's speaking to Iling Jr. can be the tip that is opening our eyes and also opening the eyes of Max Allegri that maybe an alternative style can be working, but probably not with Alexandro. Why? Because we know that Alexandro is a player that was in a really big decline. We were having zero hope for him. If we are evaluating the season of Alexandro, to be honest, he did a good season. But the problem is that Alexandro is again mysteriously after the World Cup dropping. Good enough to renew? No, and we all agree on that. Good enough for a top spot club that is fighting for Champions League and for the Scudetto? No, of course not. But better than what we are used with him. Are we happy? Are we satisfied with that? No, we were not. But as long as it was working, we have to give credits also to Alexandro that was doing better than we all expected. Now, maybe that Iling Jr. can be a surprise key in that position, because forget about it. In a 4-3-3, seeing Iling Jr. as a starter, forget about it. You have Federico Chiesa that showed this season that when he's entering, he's much stronger on the left side than on the right side. He can play both, but he's much stronger. If we know that on the right side you have already Di Maria, potentially you have Soulé in that 4-3-3, and by the way, going towards that 4-3-3, Soulé can be a really valid alternative for Di Maria in the last 15-20 minutes of the game. In a 3-5-2, it's difficult for Soulé to enter, because most of the time you are putting or Keane or Milik, and depends a bit on how the game is going. But in a 4-3-3, you have a lot more possibility with 5 changes to put a player like Soulé in. So what is this lineup? We don't know. I saw some things that Gatti could play in a 4-man defense next to Bremer with Danilo and Alexandro. So Danilo, Alexandro, Bremer and Gatti. I don't know. Then in the midfield, I saw, if I'm not wrong, Paredes, Rabiot, and Fagioli, I believe. Yeah. and then up front, Di Maria, Chiesa, and Milik. Di Maria, Chiesa, and Milik to start with. So this could be potentially, but I tell you guys, we are really, really, really early for a early lineup. Same formation you mentioned with Romeo. No, he will. I don't know if he will use that. It was a really good video. Will compile. I don't know if you are speaking about the one of me yesterday with a chat of with Romeo, or the one of our friend that is called Adrian, Rabona TV. Ciao MKS. Giuseppe, what would you think if the club got new owners in with an entirely new direction? Good question. Good question. Why? Because I want to go towards something else. And then, again, I'm a bit late with the comments, with your comments, but I will answer that one because it's a beautiful assist. Now I call it the assist. You know, when you are launching me towards a subject that I had already prepared since yesterday, I found a new name on the channel. It's the assist. The assist from MKS. But first, let me see the reaction of the people. Croatia, we already read it. From Gent. Yeah, but is there a JOF saying Gent? I don't know. Elio? I'm not sure about that. Could be, but I don't believe so. What's up, Juventini from Bobo? Clash is going with the Ciao Beppe and Juventini of the world. Ahmad. Ciao Beppe, I rarely got to catch you live. Keep up the great work. Ciao Ahmad. Welcome. Really appreciate it. Ciao, all the Juventini. Golf, when Pogba is ready? Well, that's really easy to answer. That's really, and then we go towards the other question that was the assist towards how would I react if the club would be both? Because we have diverse things. I'm starting to get a beautiful feeling now that we see Pogba, Chiesa, DV9 and Di Maria training in February to May can be great. Hopefully nobody will get injured. Okay, last small update. The latest update that happened is that normally, and I'm always saying normally because yesterday I was again about to jinx it, but normally if everything goes well versus Monza, we will have on the bench, attenzione, on the bench, Paul Pogba, for the first time since 6 years. Paul Pogba, Dusan Vlahovic, Cuadrado, that was already back, but now he will be there as well. And then De Sciglio. Not Bonucci yet. So who's missing at the moment? Bonucci, that should be maybe the next game. And then we have Caio Giorgi. That's it. All the other players are there. I am scared to tell you the truth, and because you know me. I try to be objective, but when we are speaking about Paul Pogba, you know how much I like him, and you know that I will pump him up so much before he start playing. Then if he played bad, we will tell it. We will be honest also on Pogba, and we will say he didn't play well. But give me at least the joy to be happy to see him on the bench and maybe entering. Maybe I cry. Maybe I will cry. Monza, come on the Twitch channel of Juve where I will do the watch along. Be there because there are possibilities that I start crying if he enters the field. So attenzione. But we start having a complete team. Today they played a test versus Next Gen. We don't know the score, I didn't see it, but what I can tell you is apparently they were doing quite well. 2 goals for Paul Pogba, 3 goals for Vlahovic. When you score 3 goals, it means that you are doing quite well, that you are starting to be better and that you are up and ready to be on the bench at least, not with the 90 minutes, because don't hope now to see Dusan Vlahovic from the start. You know that he's not playing for Juventus since the 25th of October, where Benfica lost. Then he played with Serbia 1 game from the start, 1 game from the bench, and 1 game he didn't play at all. They were eliminated after 3 games. Pubalgia, growing pain, we know that. But I think he's starting to be there. It's a pity that now that we can have some really strong potential subs on the bench and that the team starts to be more complete, that we have a minus 15. At least at the moment it's a chaos ranking because we don't know if they will take it away. We don't know if they will add more points. We will come back on that. But let me speak about a potential takeover from new people entering the management, because it's a good question how I would react. Well, I'm older. I'm a romanticus. I love history. I have always been really proud of having the same name, the same family that is taking care of Juventus as president or not. Because not always it was an Agnelli that was president of Juventus, but the ownership since 100 years is Agnelli. And that's a big, big, big difference, okay? I have always been proud of that. So I don't lie. If one day we should sell Juventus, I'm thinking about totally, I would be sad. I would be really sad. I will have a moment of emotions because I am linked to the family Agnelli, that since I'm a kid, I'm linked. I heard beautiful stories. I made some researches about them. I informed myself. They did really well. If Juventus is Juventus today, it is thanks to the family Agnelli. But I am someone that, linked or not, at a certain moment, if change has to happen, I try to see the positives and I accept them. Today I tell you that 100% of me do not want new owners, that the family Agnelli is not Juventus anymore. 100%. So I would not want. No, I would not. Then if it happens, I will not do like Newcastle, that is going on the streets and start to celebrate. That's not me, because I would still be really sad, but I will try to see the opportunities that it gives to Juventus. Then that's the first rumor, totally selling the club. And then I will come back on the words of John Elkann. Then there is another possibility, and it's that we sell a big quote of the shares to a new to new investors. We spoke about it quite some weeks ago already, about a possible entry from Amazon. There were also some talks about Apple with Tim Cook. Well, this is already something that I would see with more positivity. Why? Because you know that Amazon, they try to enter also the football world. Twitch is from Amazon, guys. I don't know if you know or not, but Twitch is from Amazon. Most of you know, because when you are doing a subscription with Amazon Prime, you have a free account on Twitch. So, did I say Twitter? I'm sorry. Twitch, I'm sorry. No, Twitter is from Elon Musk. But no, hopefully Elon Musk doesn't enter Juventus, because strange guy. No, then he will put everyone out. But no. Amazon could be a big one. They are trying to enter football world. They already have bought some rights of Champions League game, if I'm not wrong. So it's someone that really wants to enter. So I would say, yeah, if the Agnelli family is still the main owner, then the third one would be the one that I would love the most. That means the ownership remains to the Agnelli, how it is today. We don't have 100% of the club, because you know that we are shareholders, but we have the majority there. Now, that's the romantic is in me. But I am a person that accept change when it has to come, but hopefully not. What I'm believing, you know. What are the words of John Elkann on that topic? Because I saw a lot of people doing sensational tweets and videos and so on. Juventus will sell the club. Well, John Elkann, he repeated today, and there are beautiful words. Juventus, no intention of selling the club, because it was one of my grandfather's great passion. One of the greatest passion of Gianni and Umberto Agnelli. So Juventus is not for sale. Then in business, what is right today can change tomorrow. Okay, it's not that you become a liar. It's part of business, guys. But we will speak about Zaniolo. Mamma mia. I don't care about Zaniolo. But wait. We will speak about Zaniolo. But That's what he said. I have no intention. Then he continued defending Andrea Agnelli, because I see a lot of also rumors that John Elkann put him out. He said he did a really important job for Juventus. He resigned to defend himself against unproven accusation. Attenzione, because these are super important. These are super important because, again, he's putting his face on it. He's super present. Super present, John Elkann. I didn't hear him speaking so much in so many or in so few days about Juventus putting his face on it, because he's the owner and he's super present on the foreground. He wants to help Juventus, and all of the Juventus people, they're always saying unproven accusation, not fairly judged, and so on. We want to be judged fairly, we go into appeal, and so on and so on. So you clearly see a Juventus that has the intention to defend themselves. If it will not work, probably we'll go to TAR, that are the biggest institutions that are even out of football, to go and to defend ourselves. So on that way, I am reassured of continuing being a Juventus Agnelli, an Agnelli Juventus, let's say like it is. Wait, let me check, because then we will speak, of course, about Zaniolo. When Aussie Spurs will enter, Aussie Spurs and Juve fan will enter, he will be really happy, because that's his favorite player. Latest news from Giovanni Albanese. Giorno chiave nella trattativa di Juve e Leeds per Weston McKennie. Gli inglesi attendono nelle prossime ore una risposta dei bianconeri sull'offerta che hanno già presentato attraverso gli agenti. Alla Continassa riflettono mentre si tratta anche su altri tavoli. Scenario in evoluzione. Per una soluzione definitiva si potrebbe anche andare oltre il weekend, ma la cessione del calciatore ormai certa. Attenzione, I don't have the suspense. I don't have the suspense music anymore. I should install it again, but I was not expecting during the Mercato to do something that was suspense. But anyway, what is Giovanni Albanese saying in Italian? Translating, he said, today was a really key day, and it was already starting to be reported by Romeo Agresti yesterday on the channel. A key day today in the negotiation between Juve and Leeds. You know that in the first step, Leeds and McKennie already found an agreement. I heard around the 3.7 million for Weston McKennie already agreed. It's already an upgrade towards what he's earning at Juventus. They already agreed there, but the clubs needed to find an agreement. Apparently, there were some steps with now the English team that is waiting for the next hours for an answer from Juventus on the offer that they presented to Juventus and to the agents. In the Continassa, they are thinking, but they are quite okay with the offer. It's a scenario that is in evolution. A solution could potentially be found after the weekend, but the sale of the player is now certain. So big words from Giovanni Albanese. When you say looks certain, you still leave the door a bit open, but really that, guys, the door is open like this. Normally you have a door open like that. Now he's leaving open the door like that, guys. It means it's done. It's done. What about the numbers? I heard this morning that they were about to offer 28 plus bonus. Juventus wanted 35 million. We are speaking about euro here because it was 25 million pounds, so 28.5 million euro. Juventus wanted a bit more. Why not? Why not? They have the money, so ask more money. Did they increase the offer maybe towards 30? Could be. I don't have the official offers, but I can tell you the last one that we read. How do I feel, Dash, about the transfer of Weston McKennie? I already spoke about it here, yeah, I believe also yesterday, but in general, I have the same idea. A player that I like. I like in terms of personality. It's always nice to have someone that is able to decompress the atmosphere sometimes that can be really hard. It's a player that had to adapt, of course, to Serie A, to Juventus, to the seriousness of a club like Juventus, where you can joke, of course, but where it's absolutely not allowed to arrive the day after a defeat with a big smile. His way of thinking in life is a bit like mine. Is you can be really pissed off and sad and not able to sleep after a loss, after a draw, after a missed penalty, after an elimination. But the day after, you have to come with a big smile, because it's a new day that creates new opportunities and new challenges. I like that philosophy also from Weston McKennie. Now you have smiling when you say hello, or towards the end of the day you start smiling, and you have the other extreme is probably arriving with a full music, a boom boom boom, or whatever music you are listening, like dancing in the locker rooms when you are preparing yourself to train after a loss. And that's already a big difference. Probably I'm in the middle of that, but he learned a player that surprised all of us when he was playing with Pirlo, because nobody knew him. Cheap, nobody knew him. Surprise, scoring beautiful goals, Barcelona, Milan, Torino. Player that surprised us how he was able to enter that box, to take that ball with a header. Funny, also one that was a image man, being able to put on marketing wise and so on and so on. So I have to admit that I'm quite satisfied of the first season. Last year he started in a really disaster way, and that's where you see that the transition between Pirlo and a much more tactical coach as McKennie, as Allegri, was really difficult for him. Really difficult, even if Max gave him all the trust in the beginning, telling him, guys, I'm expecting 10 goals from you this season, that he never reached, not even in 2 seasons if you cumulate them. But so disappointed start. At a certain moment, he finds the key to convinced Allegri that he's not a finished player, and Allegri starts to play him, and tactically he's paying attention. The problem is that when he's overthinking tactically to make Allegri happy, he loses his qualities of the flair, entering, knowing when to go offensively, and paying attention probably a bit too much on the defensive side. And then crack. It's over, injury, season is nearly over. He comes back at the end, but we don't see enough of Weston McKennie this season. Again, difficult start of the season of McKennie. I tell you that where I was the most satisfied about tactically, not technically, tactically from Weston McKennie were the 2 games that he played as a right wing back. But he's not the right wing back, and that's where you have the incompatibility, because when he played his role, he was not good enough. So, it's a midfielder, and if he's not able to give, but he has to sacrifice him on a position that is not his, well, difficult. But I believe that yesterday Romeo said it, and I confirm. I believe that when he will play in Premier League, taking away a lot of tacticism and thinking forward, he can be really great, and I'm sure that after 3 games he will score a fantastic goal into the box with a header or with a scissor kick, and that people on the internet, they will say, what did we do? But don't forget that until today, except of American fan base, generally people want him out of Juventus. So I will have no regrets, because at the end we had a good, solid McKennie that gives us wonderful, beautiful memories in terms of personality, in terms of that goal versus Barcelona, and so on and so on. But probably not what Juventus needed to excel in that midfield, and also probably a bit too much tactic for him, Serie A, for Weston McKennie. That's what I believe, guys. Juventus, usually, it's not a team that is putting players or leaving players at home when there are transfer talks. And then we will go, thanks to the other assist, to Nicolo Zaniolo. But usually, Juventus is not a team that is saying, okay, you are about to be transferred, so you stay home, we don't call you up. No, they call up the players until the last minute. Now, of course, if on Saturday, Allegri is, because we are playing at home again. We are playing at home. We will not know. We will not know. He will dribble that question on Saturday, on Sunday, when you see the squad list. And if you see that Weston McKennie is not with the team, guy, then it's 99.99%, except of Khedira, Starboy. But that was an agreement. That was a different story, but it's true. But then you can know that it's a 100% done deal. If it's not there, but really 99.99. If it's there, usually Juventus, they keep really until the last minute, but 95 means a lot of things can happen in Mercato. Will I be sad? No, because it can bring some money, and I continue to call it a plusvalenza, because this is the name. This is actually the really funny in all that story of plusvalenza. Looks now like the word plusvalenza or profit is something negative. Profit is not negative, but they speak so much about it, and we are punished. We lost 15 points because apparently it's plusvalenza, but it's not the plusvalenza that has been punished for Juventus. We are waiting for the motifs, but I already told you them in the video of a few days ago. But apparently it looks like really negative. It is not. Guys, if I am able to buy that pen for, I don't know, €1, and I'm able to sell it to someone that really needs that pen for €2 because he has no pen and he needs to sign the contract of his life, and I say, if you want the pen, I sell it for you because you need it for €2. It's a good pen. It's still able to write. You are doing profit. You bought it for €1. You sell it for €2. You are making a profit of €1. So, guys, we bought him for I don't know how much anymore from Schalke 04. I forgot. 17 plus 6 of bonus, something like that. We can do some profit on him, especially because it's already 2 years and a half. So that's the story about Weston McKennie. Then if we go to another story, and now we go towards what our friends are asking here in the chat, and they are saying, attenzione, because Zaniolo. Let's read about Zaniolo. And then we will give our honest opinion about Zaniolo. By the way, ciao to Henrik, ciao to Radovan. I don't know if I saw already Radovan today. Don Pasquale, Starboy already said hello. Steve Cano, if you say to McKennie you need to win back every ball in the middle and give the ball to your teammates, then he win everything. I think he will work good in Premier League. Me as well, Steve. Ciao, Sasha. Wish McKennie all the best. He seems like a good guy, but we have better midfielders than him. But that's the big thing, huh? If you have already 6 midfielders, makes no sense to have a McKennie that can bring you cash in, and we need some cash in. The Harry Potter celebration, we will miss them. Let's see if we can go with a more pure celebration a la Fagioli. That is, I was about to break the house here. That is going with an open heart, saying I am free, mamma mia. The natural celebration. But anyway, I believe that, guys, we are losing the Harry Potter celebration. Probably we will win something new. It will not be, guys. It will not be the DAB anymore. The DAB, what was it here? The DAB was 2015, 2016. It's not trendy anymore. I don't expect Pogba doing it. Maybe he can do it one time for the memory. No, for the memory. But I don't expect Pogba going long term with this. The ice in the veins, something he already did in the past. So I'm curious about the new celebration of Pogba. We lose McKennie, the Harry Potter, that was iconic. I tell you the truth. Wait.
If you want the truth, I tell you the truth.
I'm a bit ashamed of that. I tell you. But sometimes I miss the celebration of Cristiano Ronaldo. And I don't like particularly the celebration of Ronaldo. It's not that I say, mamma mia, the best celebration in the world, but I did it 101 times. More even if we count the cancelled goals to Ronaldo, because we cancelled some goals to Ronaldo. But I miss it. Maybe I miss it because I was so used to do it. I started the channel when Ronaldo was a Juve player already, so the live reactions I made and so on were always that. You want a you want the unpopular opinion, but then people will say you are the biggest hater of the world. You want my biggest unpopular opinion. Maybe we can go before speaking about Zaniolo, because Zaniolo will not arrive tomorrow, even if I see here. Huh? But we will speak about that. Okay, tell me with a plus your favorite celebration. Tell me with a minus your celebration that you hate the most. Okay, do that. Two or just one plus or minus, but make it clear if you like it or not. My unpopular opinion is I don't like. I never liked the Dybala celebration. Mamma mia. I never liked that celebration. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. I never liked it. I never liked it. I understand he had a difficult moment at Juventus at a certain moment, and then he did the mask. And he said, it's because I had a difficult moment, and in a moment of difficulties, you have to put the mask of the soldier. Okay, I understand. It's okay. Why not? But then, guys, Dybala is not a soldier. He can be a jewel. He can be a picciriggio. Picciriggio in Sicilian means the little guy. He's the little guy. When you see his face, it looks like 15. It makes no sense. The soldier. What? I saw him crying more than Chiellini when he was leaving the Juventus, but really crying, which I respect. I'm not criticizing him, but he couldn't stop. It makes no sense. For me, it made absolutely no sense. That celebration, I never saw. For a moment, why not? But making it your pattern, your iconic celebration, So no, I didn't like it. Then I did it sometimes. It's fun. Yeah, we scored. You see him doing, you do it. It's like it is what it is. My son was doing it when he was a kid. It's funny. But for me, it's not a great celebration. It's not a signature celebration. That's what Jim is saying. So let's go with your celebration. Then we go to Zaniolo. Plus the Chiellini one. Chiellini beautiful. King Kong celebration. Minus Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why I say I'm not the biggest fan of the Ronaldo, but I miss it sometimes. Dybala is anything but a warrior. Quadrado dance, plus. Fantastic Quadrado dance. You can tell me also from other players that are not Juve. Best celebration was King Kong from Chiellini. The mask is cold. What does that mean? The mask is cold. It's cold because it's the winter. Quadrado, nice. Dybala minus. Mohamed is minus. Everything minus. He doesn't like the celebrations, apparently. Beppe, do the Matri celebration. Matri was fantastic. Matri was fantastic. Matri, I did it in front of him. We were live with Matri. I did it. Hashtag Beppe cancelled. The Dybala mask is boring. Wait, let me check. What else? No, I didn't like it. Platini's celebration was the best when he was posing on the ground. But Starbo, you know the story of Platini. Platini, it was not the goal. It was not a celebration. Basta, 21, basta. I understand. Don't spoil. Or you will not stay 21 days on the channel. You will stay 21 seconds and you will be kicked out. Mamma mia. No. Platini, it was not a celebration of a goal. Actually, he scored one of his most iconic, beautiful goals in UEFA. He scored that goal. No, what am I saying? In the final versus Liverpool, he scored a fantastic goal. And, mamma mia, I'm confused now. Wait, cancel the team. I have a blackout. But he scored that fantastic goal. Bam. Fantastic goal. And they cancel it because of an offside of another player. And what's happening is actually in sign of kind protest, he's going on the ground watching like that. Like, how are you actually canceling one of my most important and fantastic goals. So it was not a celebration. Di Maria with a heart, yeah, it's nice, it's nice. You know what I like in Di Maria? Not the heart, because a lot of players are doing it, but the passion that he's putting in his face. I like the emotion of Di Maria when he's doing it. Del Piero with the tongue, yeah, it was nice. Bernardeschi, what is the guys? What is the celebration of Bernardeschi? I never see the Bernardeschi. The only thing I know from Bernardeschi is come on. When is starting MLS? By the way, I don't know. Chiesa, chop swing. Oh, the sliding Chiesa with that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. What? I don't know what is the celebration of Bernardeschi. I promise you, huh? Schillaci, Aldo, Schillaci, full power, full passion. Wait, let me check. Pirlo, Rinkis, was nice. Was really nice. Radovan, the trademark. I know it. Of course, I know. Plus, Cristiano Ronaldo, sciacquatevi la bocca from Bonucci. Yeah, the one of Bonucci is also trademark, signature. It's true that it makes sense when you're playing versus Inter, you know. It doesn't make sense when you're playing versus Monza. With all the respect, because Monza are playing quite well, and I don't want to, but you know, and actually it's not even saying wash your mouth to everyone. It's because it was with friends that they said, you know, if you score, you do this, and it became actually something between them. But of course, this one is a big minus because he did it when he scored with Milan versus us. So it's one that you can't really appreciate to the fullest. I understand it's a nice one, Bobby, but appreciating to the fullest, heavy. Peloso, grande Peloso. I sent you a message on Instagram and you don't watch. Or maybe you replied and I didn't watch it, huh? Wait, let me check, because I sent you a message on no, you didn't watch it. Mamma mia, disaster Peloso. Morata back to Juve. He wasn't the best striker, but he played his part. Started to remind me of a Mandzukic towards the end of the season. Today I watched Atletico Madrid versus Real. He scored again. Morata is Morata. Fantastic Peloso. Mbappé, the salute we recalled. What would Beppe celebration be? Pay attention. I don't know. I think I would go like a vintage Fagioli, full of passion, Schillaci, these kind of natural, you know, like this. Yeah, probably yes. I don't know. No, I know. Of course, I know. My celebration, I take my shirt away. There is no doubt. How can I forget? I don't do it here. When I'm live, because then one day they will really kick me out. I did it last time when Chiesa scored. I did it. I should not. But yeah, going with the celebration alla Grosso, Fagioli, Schillaci, running, and then taking my shirt away. I think that every 2 games, because I will score a lot of goals, but every 2 games I will have a suspension for a red card every time. Yeah. Yeah, because you know that before YouTube and so on, I was watching every single game with my father, with my brothers, my uncle. We were always with a team of 6, 7 there, always. And every time, the biggest game, the smallest game, or whatever, I took away my shirt. The first game I watched at the Allianz Stadium, we scored with Marchisio. I have pictures. I'm not lying. 2011. Some people are saying sometimes, "Hey, Beppe, you're doing it for the cameras. You're doing it from the cameras." Guys, in 2011, I had absolutely no idea what YouTube was. I don't know how I received that picture, because someone took that picture, because I'm absolutely not aware of it. But I have a picture of me taking it away. Yeah, shirt away. King Kong, Del Piero. The best is Del Piero. Messi jersey, it's beautiful. 21, you see? Yeah, it's nice. But I would be more passionate. Di Cagnos, no. It was, and you also have the one of it's Robbie Fowler. Mamma mia! If you didn't see the celebration of Robbie Fowler, guys, he received a big ban for this. Watch the celebration of Robbie Fowler. Luca Toni, legendary. And Batigol, yeah, the machine gun today you can't anymore. It's not always. I remember that I was doing in the beginning when Dusan Vlahovic came at Juve. I said Dusan. Then I realized maybe it was not the right message to send. Absolutely, despite the celebration, Luca Toni with the crazy. I like that topic. Bentner. Hey, Jasko, if you tell me which is the celebration of Bentner, I will say thank you because I have no idea. Celebration when he was making a save, but also when the team was scoring or when he was not watching. He was watching La Curva. He never watched the penalties from Juve, the one that they were taking against us. Yes, he did. Opinion about Vlahovic and Kostic. Kostic is having some difficulties since he comes back from the World Cup, but it's totally normal. Change of team after Frankfurt to Juve, where he was the player that played every single game except of the Monza in Coppa Italia. He played also at the World Cup where he had a small injury. Remember that the coach was not really happy with Juve because they gave him a bit injured. Didn't have the time to recuperate, so he's tired. But I'm happy with this first part of the season. Then if you tell me, Beppe, which is better, Lukman or Kostic, there are two different roles. But Kostic, I'm happy with the season of Kostic. A bit less with the 2023 of Kostic, but we are January and no, I'm happy with the Kostic. About Vlahovic, I'm super happy. What I'm sad about is that we didn't see, because of injury, because of the strange year. He arrives in January, then we stopped, then there is a World Cup, the injury. We never saw the 100% Vlahovic, but I'm happy and I can't wait to see him. I'm super happy about our Serbian players, fantastic players. Mandzukic celebrations also. Ever since VAR came, I don't watch the celebration, but this is something that ruins it. That ruins it. I know. Temporary. He's going with no pants from Vucinic. Fantastic. Plus Vucinic, again, another one. The golf of Pepe. Why are you using a ping pong here? Simone Pepe was doing the goals, not the box. It was Vidal that was doing with Bonucci, I believe. Vidal Bonucci with the box. Cavani celebration. Hey, you know that I don't know. Matuidi, La Charot was nice. What a life today. What a life. Here we go. You have so many, guys. Morata as a warrior. I don't remember. I remember Morata with the sunglasses. This was epic. As a warrior, I don't remember. Then he went always with the AAA there from his wife Alice and the kids. But then I don't remember. Keen celebration all from him. Who did the one celebration polishing the boot after scoring? Oh, I saw it a few days ago. Mamma mia. But Di Maria and Vlahovic. They did it this season. Locatelli with a T. Yeah, it's nice, but it's not a celebration that it's for his wife. I don't care about his wife. No, I don't care. I'm happy for him. Happy for him. Hate the sliding on the knees. One day someone will tear a knee up. I did it. You know that, Paul. I did it. I have it on camera. I did it once. I said never again. Disaster. I suffered for like 1 month. Good evening, Daniel. Teve celebration with the Chucho. By the way, where is the Chucho? By the way, you know that I bought the Chucho. So I asked my wife to buy me this. But I said, buy me a chucho. And she bought me 3 months, something like that. So it's really too small. Normally I need a bigger one for the one of 6 years. Because I wanted, of course, to do on the channel when we scored with the chucho. But this one is... Why am I sending my wife to buy the chucho? I should go myself. It's too small it's with a kind of a butterfly design. This is not what I ask. I ask a normal one. Anyway, it was in my mind, and she ruined it. But you see, I have a lot of surprise. The wall is a wall of surprise. One day, I will do a giveaway with a wall. You know, there will be like, hidden gifts. And I will tell you, take a number, and then you have something or nothing. Can be, huh? Can be. Zaki Warfa. The goal celebration of Pogba, Morata, Diba. Ooh, and Quadrado. Don't forget Quadrado. That was a really great one. Versus Manchester City. The naked food celebration. Oh, that was epic. That was epic. Ciao Cecilia, the passion of Nedved. Wow, what are you? Why are you reminding me? Great memories. Jamie Vardy with the corner flags. Yes. Saif wants a rookie card from Beppe. Finally, someone said it. Ravanelli. The shirt over the head. Fowler. Yeah, I remember Fowler. Zlatan. It's nice, but it's too much Zlatan, you know? Too much aware. I like, the celebration I like, the celebration where you don't know what you are doing. I'm a bit less fan of the calculated one. The ones that you don't know what you are doing, I love these the most. Pipita was one that he didn't care about the celebration. He was scoring and he went crazy. These ones but it's a taste, like de gustibus you call it. Zizou, when he played for Juve, and he tried to stand on the advertising. Do you remember that? Only the old ones, like you and me, Ricardo, they remember that one. The Lino celebration or fire. Hey, you don't stop, guys. You don't stop. I want to speak about Zaniolo. It's different when you slide on the great stadium and slide. I know. But I tried it. You don't want to see where I did it. LJJ, take that Grosso goal to my grave. Mamma mia. You know that my son is always watching the other countries that won the celebration of a Champions League or finals, Euro, or whatever. He said, nobody, really serious, he said, nobody is able to top Italy celebration when they won. Nobody in 2006. Nobody is able to do it. Nobody. And it's true. But I have plenty of those now. My daughter absolutely hates them. I can see now. I will go to the pharmacy. I will buy a new one. Don't send me a chucho. I don't know how you say in English this word. I don't know. Buffon, come on. Gigi Superman. We spoke about Buffon. I hate to take the L from... Yeah, when he was doing that Fortnite thing and then the L... that was... if he scores against you, it's heavy. Carlo Taormina, mamma mia! Who do we have here? And he's reminding a top celebration. Beppe and the couch celebrate. Guys, this is... If you know the celebration of Beppe and the couch, that means that you are here since really, really long. Wait. This one I can show you. Where is it? Of course, I need to find this one. Wait, GJustjuve. The couch. I found it. Guys, look at... Where are we? Wait, Look at this one. That's, of course, the reclam. But seriously, seriously, disaster. Look at that one. I broke the coach. Look. I broke it. It broke. It totally broke. I totally broke the coach, and my wife the day after she, mamma mia. You know what I did? I put some books. I took a lot of books. I put it under so to have a balance. I broke it. I broke it, and I waited so long before I changed it. I say, yeah, we will go. I will buy a new one. I never did. But this one I broke. I jumped really high in the air and bam! I broke it. This is long time ago. When was it? On the 21st of July 2020. It's nearly 2 years and a half ago. Yeah, I remember that one. I brand new. I waited 1 year because I was lazy. No, it's not true. I bought the sofa quite fast, but I left it like 6 or 7 months in the corridor. Until she was really angry with me. Now I have a new one, it's true. I have a new one. Okay, can we speak about Zaniolo, guys? Because at a certain moment, this is the question. What about Zaniolo? Ok, allora, Zaniolo. Here we go. So, how much do we have here? Zaniolo with Milan out of the race, and Bournemouth are not so welcome destination. Keep an eye on Juventus. Not that Zaniolo is keeping an eye, it's actually Rudy Galetti that is saying, attenzione, you have to keep an eye on Zaniolo with Juventus. Talks with his entourage are constant and have been going on for over a year. McKennie's farewell, 30-35 million, could finance the operation with Roma. I don't believe. I don't believe. With all the respect, I don't believe. Then it could be for next season. It could be that he comes with because Di Maria, they already know that he will leave. I don't believe. I will not get that much excited about Zaniolo to Juve, guys. At the moment, it's a player where I talk so much about Zaniolo since years and years and years and years. If you don't believe me, we can go back. We can go back here. If you go on GJustjuve, Zaniolo. Look, I have Zaniolo since. Look at these videos. 11 months ago, 6 months ago, 2. What is it here? 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was already speaking about Zaniolo, guys. And I believe it's more than 2 years ago. If you're looking at the date, 11th of July 2020, you see, I believe I spoke. You look here, I'm always speaking about Zaniolo since years. Since years. Whatever video you will see from me, there will be Zaniolo. This week, Pogba. It's not that I don't believe that Juventus was on him. Look, Chaos Roma, Zaniolo ready to leave. When did I do that video? That's even 22 of July. So you see, I spoke about Zaniolo since so long, and it's not that I give up, that I don't believe. Juventus has always been on Zaniolo. Try to buy someone on the right side of the field now. Zaniolo is not the priority. He is not the priority for me. Then I can be wrong, guys. For me, it's not the priority. Then if he comes, we will try to find a spot for him. We have a message from Rick. Thank you for the donation, Ricardo. Beppe, 2002 World Cup. I smashed Dad's Pioneer Plasma, which back then costed $15,000 over all the offsides against South Korea. You have to understand it. You have to understand that Rick is coming from Australia. Otherwise, South Korea is maybe a bit too far. But I can understand. For the people that do not know, South Korea World Cup 2002, Italy was eliminated. In a scandalous way, but a really scandalous way that is exaggerated. One of the most scandalous of sport ever. versus South Korea in their home. So it was really disgusting. So I understand that a lot were angry as I was angry. And you have also to understand something else is that in 2002, televisions were really expensive, but extremely expensive. I believe that televisions are one of the sectors where you saw a big, not inflation, but the contrary, deflation. I don't know, deflation, decrease in price over the years, because you couldn't buy at the time a nice if you bought a television like no plasma and so on. That means that you had or put a lot of money aside, or that you were, you had a great situation. Today you can buy really great technology for a cheap price. But the television back then, so mamma mia. I don't know what you are still Rick, you're still alive. So your father, he forgave you, I hope. Disaster. Then people are telling me, Beppe, attenzione, priorities, grande Marcello. Thank you for your donation, Ricardo. Really appreciate it. You know it, how much appreciated it is. Then we have, wait, because they're speaking about Tuttosport that is going with a title about Juventus in Serie B. That can be one of the last topics that we can have for today, because it's a serious one. We spoke about Zaniolo, we spoke about Weston McKennie. If you have other questions, let me know. But if we speak about everything already, then we have nothing anymore to speak about. So what are the papers saying? Starting, attention, because you never know what ads Di Marzio will put. And you know that when we are going towards the site of Di Marzio, you know that you have to pay attention. It's your responsibility. Zaniolo, vai. Milan is taking themselves out of the race. Onico as a Brazilian way of speaking, like not like orei, but o, like or Nico accept the English offer, or he finds at least a team that is able to give as much as money as Bournemouth. If I'm not wrong, they wanted to give 30 million. Am I wrong? So that's actually what they told him. Or you go to Bournemouth, or you find a team that is able to pay the same. Allegri finds back Pogba, Vlahovic, future in doubt. But why? But you know, Corriere dello Sport, you know it. Napoli supporter as the director, and the paper is based in Roma, so they push a bit Roma, Lazio not that much, but Roma a bit, Lazio, but especially also Napoli with the director there. They know it, that they need a target, to attract. They give a good news. Allegri finds back Pogba, and then boom, Vlahovic. But say that Pogba was back today, that he scored a hat-trick, that maybe he will go. No. Vlahovic, future in doubt. Boom. Then if we go to Tuttosport. Allora, attenzione guys, because you have Tuttosport, you have to read. You can't just go with you have to read, okay? And you have to understand what titles they are using. And wait, that this one is going away. Elisa was here, now she's gone. It was like 21 seconds. He was here for a bit and now he's gone. 21, what was it? 21 days, he's gone. La vogliono mandare in B. It's a question, okay? It's a question. It is a question. The title is a question. When you are saying la vogliono mandare in B, is someone that is asking himself, what do they want to do with Juve? Do they want to send her in Serie B? It's like you, when you see that they already took away from us 15 points, and that you read that they can't wait to take away from us again another 15 points. So the question would say, what do they have in mind? Do they want to really send us in Serie B? This is actually the title. Now we have to read, but unfortunately I'm not sure if I will be able to read it. Chi n'è? who's Kine? You know it. The prosecutors that started all that problem. Giuseppe Kine. He's asking 40 days more for the investigation. Point. Dot. Plusvalenze, profit case. The government is also moving now. Sure. They are also activating themselves. While the protest from all the supporters is going bigger and bigger around the world. Justitia, justice, question mark. It's a banana show. Who said that? Elkann, I don't leave Juventus. I don't sell Juventus. Then it's written in really small, and then I will come on Jeremiah. Jeremiah, wait a second, because I saw that you did a donation from Switzerland, so I need to read it, but I will try to read in super small from Guido Vassiago. You know that I have the access to the Tuttosport from 5 a.m. in the morning, so I will have to wait 4 hours. After Abodi, the government is interesting themselves. It's really small. It's really small. So maybe on Twitter we can see something. Here they are speaking about Sasa Lukic. But Mark, sometimes you are tagging me on things that I have absolutely no interest on. I love Mark. Mark is one that is always tagging me with news and so on, but sometimes he's tagging me on improbable things that how can I care about? Who is it? Fulham that goes for Lukic from Torino. I don't care. But thank you. Huh? But if you're here with us in the chat, filter what you tag me in, because you can't tag me on everything. Wait. Otherwise, I will really go banana like the other one was saying. Maybe we can see with typing in Tuttosport. Let's go and see what they're saying. Latest 2 minutes ago, 931 minutes. Yeah, Pope. I don't care about the Pope. There is really not really something. That's great. I like that movie, Back to the Future. Anyway, I don't know what they wrote. I need to read it by myself to understand. In the meanwhile, I have to come back. Look, Colo, we spoke about Zaniolo already. You're late. We spoke about him. I said no. I said no. I said no. I give up. I can't repeat all what I said about the why. But I said give up. Then if he comes, but really, if you sell McKennie, don't you go for someone on the right side? I understand that now if we switch possibly again for a 4-man defense, maybe you don't need someone in a 3-5-2 on the right side, but you still need someone on the right side as a fullback. I would go for a fullback. Especially, imagine, worst case scenario. We are out of Europe. Imagine worst case scenario, out of Europe, and they do a ban on Mercato. You remain with Alexandro and probably even Quadrado. Can you take Quadrado? I don't know. And De Sciglio, Alexandro De Sciglio. So try to find someone now before it's too late. That's what I would do instead of Zaniolo. But anyway, ciao Colo. By the way, Colo, you need to come on the channel. Colo, you have to join on the channel. It's too long now. No, because you make beautiful videos about Juventus. The people, they love it, but we want you on the channel. Let me go to Jeremiah, because Jeremiah, he sent a message, and I'm unpolite because I forgot to read it. It was 4 minutes ago. Normally, people wait here 10 minutes, so 4 minutes, we are really on time. Jeremiah, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Jeremiah is saying, my whole family are from Napoli, or at least are Napoli fans, and they are doing fun of me. I am proud to be a Juventino. Forza Juve. Jeremiah, I can't compare because all my family is from Juve. Well, all my father, my brothers, my son. But my father is a Juventino, and his father was Inter. My grandfather was from Inter, so I can understand that it's really not funny. The lucky thing, Jeremiah, is that for how long were you able to make fun of them? Even if I can understand that they were calling you, even when you were winning, they were calling you a thief, Juventus, and so on and so on. So, but at least you were winning. You won so many times, so many trophies. Now it's them. Now it's them 1 year. So you can't do nothing about. You know how you are stronger? Telling them that they are stronger and that they deserve. Not replying back. You say, yeah, it's true. You deserve it. You deserve to win this year. Try to repeat it. Try to do it 9 in a year. And stop. You don't listen. But you can be a proud Juventino. Be a proud Juventino, Jeremiah. Thank you for your donation, my friend. Give them 100 days. Maybe they will find where Agnelli took his last. Beppe Zaniolo, we already spoke about that. Juve, and the problem is not the 4-3-3 with offensively. Offensively, you have fantastic player. Look, Sule, Di Maria on the right side. On the left, you have Chiesa, you have Kostic, you have Iling. On top, you even can have Quadrado. In the middle, you have Moiskin, Milik, Vlahovic. You have, in a 4-3-3, you have a lot of players there up front. It's 3 per position if you want to. 3 per position, fantastic. In the middle, you have 6 players if McKennie is leaving. You have Fagioli Miretti, we start with the youngsters. You have Locatelli Paredes. You have Pogba and Rabiot. Of course, Rabiot will leave. Paredes will leave. But now, I'm speaking about now. I don't see Zaniolo in an offensive line because it makes no sense. With 3 players plus potentially Chiesa that can also play on the right side. I really don't see Zaniolo up. In the midfield, neither. Makes no sense for me. Made sense before we discovered that Fagioli and Miretti could enter the lineup. Zaniolo and Kinde are totally, that's not the same role. Huh? It's like you say, I don't know. I don't know. Who's better at football? Beppe or Del Piero? Del Piero, not me. I don't play football. So Juve sells a lot of giornale in Italy. Also, they need to speak about Juve, of course. Do you think that Zakaria will be back? Well, speaking about the comebacks, they spoke about Kulusevski. I don't believe it, but it's true that that Tottenham can potentially not renew him. They have the right to not renew him because Conte leaving and so on and so on. He could potentially come back. But if he comes back, he has mercato. So we can sell Kulusevski. For 35, it's like, it's like you go in Egypt in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock in the middle of the desert and you say, I have a bottle of water. It goes away like that. Okay, so Kulusevski for 35 you can sell. You can even sell him for 50 without, like this. Fingers in the nose. Ciuccetto nella bocca. You can, easy. Zakaria, I was really scared about Zakaria. Not really because of losing money, because you don't lose money with Zakaria. We bought him for 5 million, but because he's taking a spot, and if you can't find a team, or if he refuses teams that are not at his desires, yeah, you are really annoyed. But the thing is that he was starting to show beautiful things at Chelsea. It's not a difficult guy. It's not linked to Juve really a lot. So I believe that Zakaria is not a problem either. You know who I'm fearing? It's Arthur. Arthur, always saying the name Arthur. If there is one name for the future where I say mamma mia, it's Arthur. Arthur, yes, because you can't sell him. You will have to loan him. Attenzione, Henrik, the bottle of water can evaporate. The bottle of water, not. The water, yes. So you have to be fast. Colo is saying you deserve better players than Zaniolo. I don't know if Colo is still there, but Radovan is saying you deserve better players than Zaniolo for beautiful videos. It's true that if you have to have Zaniolo for the looks, he's great, beautiful guy. If you need for the goals, probably, I don't know. Then, guys, you know that Chiesa, Federico, he taught me a lesson. And I will never forget that, you know, it's not because I don't want that I will not give a chance, because I didn't want Chiesa neither. So Ron Rusitano, 15 mesi, 15 months for Ron Rusitano with us, and he's saying, Beppe, attenzione, so glad Juventini are uniting all over the world. Beautiful message. Thank you, Ron. I'm happy. Thank you. Really appreciated your membership. I spoke about it. Look, day one I said it. I wrote it here. But seriously, it's not a joke. I wrote it immediately. My wish. Say hello to Fagioli, by the way. Say hello here to Fagioli. Now that you said hello, I said we have enough enemies. Let's put aside our different opinions. For the common good, let us stick together. This should be the moment in which we show to be Juventus. Noi siamo la gente della Juventus. We are the people of Juventus. I see beautiful reactions. I see really beautiful reactions. And I'm really happy. Unfortunately, there are not only beautiful reactions. What am I speaking about? What am I speaking about? What am I speaking about? I'm speaking about this. I'm speaking about this. Yeah. There are not a lot of comments here. Let's start with this one. Happy birthday, Alexandro, okay? What are the first messages that you see? It's this. Clown, 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 clown. Another one. Clown. Give him away for free. He's over 56 years dead. Oh, no. He's over 5 or 6 years already dead. Worst player over the last 5-6 years. Then you have Joanna, but I doubt Joanna is a real Juve fan. I believe that Joanna is doing other things, but I am not sure. I'm just not sure. If you go to the Italian, version, it's much worse. Why am I here? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that.
In quell'esultanza lì,
yeah,
che
but
cosa c'è,
why do they do it in a square?
Bah, erano mesi che...
They have to do better, huh? Anyway, if you go here, guys, it's a disaster. Except of nice things. Look, how many years? 65, 80 years. They said, happy birthday to our Alexandro. And then you have people like yours, not ours. Now I understand why he lost Lukman, because he was already celebrating his birthday. You have good people as well, but some people, no. I don't understand that, guys. Do you realize that? I leave right now. Do you realize that it's the birthday of a person? Now, sometimes I'm asking myself how sick people can be in their head. But I don't understand that. Imagine it's your birthday. You're happy. You should be happy for your birthday. Birthday, it's a celebration. You go online, you see your picture with one person that is using your picture saying happy birthday, and the people, they go away, clown. Okay, you will tell me they earn millions, it's part of the package. In a moment like this, guys, I will never understand it. In a moment like this, where all the Juve members or Juve official clubs are asking to be as united, you see the message also from Ron, and I see a lot of us being more united. You still have these people. That's what they do in a moment of difficulty. If you don't want to say celebration to Alexandro, if you don't like the player, it's your right. Just shut up. Move. Go to the next tweet. Go here. No, not this one. Wait. No, not this one, because you will not be happy. Go to Giovinco and you say happy birthday to Giovinco. Look, I'm sure here there will be some insults as well. But these are people that are not from Juve. These are people. Look, you go to people like that on their account. They are Napoli fan and they go with I want Spalletti out. It's not Juve, guys. Make it clear. It is not Juve. It is not Juve. It is like that today. It's strange. I will never understand it. You don't want to. You don't say. Shut up. Anyway, we spoke too much about it, but thank you to Ron Rositano. MMA, grandissimo MMA. MMA is saying, Beppe, ciao MMA. Do you think they could do more than 15 points, like relegation? What more could happen? I can tell you what I can imagine. Zero certainty. So what I'm telling you, I have no idea. Look, I was in 2006, never in my life I would have imagined Juventus going in a second division in 2 weeks, because that's what we are speaking about. A process like that in 2 weeks. They found a way to send us without really possibility to defend yourself, big threats, so that Juventus accepted without defending themselves. Out. I already told you about the story of John Elkann that took over after Umberto and Gianni Agnelli passed away. Coincidence, huh? Coincidence. Gianni Agnelli passed away, and they go for it. Now, I said one thing. I said, and since the beginning, believe me or not, I know that some people, I tell you, I speak about myself. Since day one, I told you, I can put my hands in fire. I don't know if it's an expression that you say in English, but I don't think that it will happen like in 2006, where Juventus will passively accept what is happening. This time, Juventus will defend themselves. Defending yourself doesn't mean that you will win. I never said on the channel Juventus is 100% clean. I don't know. I was not in the office with Cherubini, Paratici, Agnelli. I don't know. I can speak you about the equal treatment, the respect. I can speak you about 2006. I can speak you about the irregularities that we can find. I can speak you about the fact that there is no rule for profit cases because it makes no sense. What does that mean? If you're looking at a player like Mudryk is paid 100 million euro, I believe that their club is making a lot of profit, no? So what is the limit? what is the limit? If you pay a clause to a player 220 million, it's not normal, no? It's not normal to have 220 million of Neymar. So Weston McKennie now, okay, Weston McKennie, we bought him for 17 plus 6, okay? We sell him for 35. It is profit, huh? But can you do it or not? I don't understand. I don't know now. I don't know. So you see, we are now accused not of doing profit because there is no rule in profit cases. We were accused because they heard in some leagues that Cherubini said to Paratici, maybe we are exaggerating with it because they are actually accusing Juventus to have done profit cases that are allowed not to be fair, but to fake the books. That means that you are doing profits to have a higher value, because you know how it works or not. When you sell a player, that money comes directly into your financial book, okay? The other club gives you immediately that cash in your pocket, in the books, okay? So if you sell 50 a player in another club, you receive 50 million euro, okay? When you are buying 50 million euro from the other club, the same club, you are doing a swap. Let's say the same price. 50 million I give for them, 50 million they give for us. Well, the one that I receive are immediately in my books. Immediately. But the one that I spend are not immediately out of my books. I explain. The 50 million, we give them to another club. They are, in reality, they are gone. But in your books, you're writing them off. That means that you have an expense of 50 million that you will pay back to your own company. It's a bit difficult, but you are paying back to your own company in the length of the contract. So that means that if you have a contract player of 5 years and that you bought him for 50 million, you will have the possibility financially to register him in 5 years 10 million plus salary, of course, but the value in the line value of player 10 million year 1, 10 million year 2, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. You see, financially it makes sense. If you do a swap for profit cases, and then of course it's true that if you do a player 20 million and 20 million, well, you will spend less. You will pay 5 years contract, 20 million. That means 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, 4 million. But what comes in? Only 20 million. It's not the same. You spend less, but you have only 20 million that are coming in. You understand the difference? While when you are boosting the value of a player, you have 50 million immediately. It's all virtual. It's all numbers in books. But that's actually what they are accusing us from. They are accusing us from manipulating numbers for making our books looking better and putting names next to the numbers that you needed for making our books looking better, okay? So that means they are saying that Fabio Paratici, he had like the black book of Paratici. It's a A4 paper. When they saw that there was a value, I don't know, 2 million, 3 million, I don't remember the value, or next to it, it was not the name of a player, but an X. So their idea, or how they explained this, they said there was the intention of doing bad. This is what we are accused of. Intention of manipulating the financial book because we didn't care about the player that was going out, but we were caring about the salary. Going to your question a bit more faster. Guys, let me know if I'm annoying with how I explain things, if it's too long, if I try to explaining, because I need to go to Nirai, I try to explain it in an easy way for people to understand what they are accusing is from. Because profit, you can't be accused from profit. That's what they try to do. And 2 times Juventus and other clubs, and also Napoli, were clean because they can't prove it. So, can they take us more than 15 points? Not in the process of the plusvalenza case. Not on this one, because this one I already explained it. You have 2 ways. No, three ways. 3 ways. The first one is because we are doing the appeal. So in appeal, we will speak about it. We will be able to defend ourselves, and they will say, actually, Juventus, you are right. You are right. We take away the 15 points. Bravo. Brava Juventus. How? I don't know. Maybe because they saw some irregularities in the pros, whatever. Or they say, yeah, good try, but you are still guilty, and you keep your minus 15 points. But there is no middle way in -7 plus or -3, or no, it's or taking away or they remain like that. They can't go at -16. It's or out or in with a -15. The third thing in that process is that Juventus will go even higher. And apparently, according to the leaked rumors, Juventus, they are ready to go even higher. What they didn't do in 2006. Attenzione, pay attention. Juventus didn't do it in 2006. But when you go to TAR, let me try to find you the right explanation. TAR is il Tribunale Amministrativi Regionali. So it's I will try to English because it makes it even worse. No, this is not what I'm looking for. It's not asphalt that I'm looking for. It's a court of justice that is above. Anyway, I don't know the... can we counter? Sure, if we win the appeal. I don't know, Marcello. I don't know. I will not lie. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I tell you what I know about these ones. Then, that's one lawsuit. But unfortunately, they are the other ones. And you see it on Tuttosport. They are already asking 40 more days to investigate more, to try to find... I don't know if they are looking for more things or they are trying to find a strategy to block Juventus again, as they did, because they fooled us in that first lawsuit. And that's the salary maneuver. The salary maneuver, it's an annoying one, guys, because from what we know, I don't know if it is the truth or not. From what we know, it's in COVID time, apparently, Juventus asked to the players to give up on 4 mensualities. That was the first request, okay? 4 months of salary not paid because of COVID. Why? To actually also, because it was just the players, because the less paid players, like the employees from marketing, but also the clean people, the people, whatever, all the employees of Juventus, they continue to receive their salary, and they received all their salary, but the players doing a sacrifice. And Paulo Dybala, for example, he said it. He said, me and other players, we absolutely didn't agree with that. So the beautiful words also of some players doing sacrifices to love the team, to help the team in difficulties. Not worry. If they would have said yes in that difficult moment of COVID, refusing 4 months, and attention, I'm not speaking only about Dybala, I'm mentioning him because he's speaking about it publicly, but it's him plus others. If on that moment our friend Paulo Dybala and co are saying, great, we accept, we want to do a sacrifice, you don't have salary maneuver. Because you're honest, in your books you're saying there is no salary maneuver, we stop. The problem is that they said no. And then Juventus, they worked on another strategy, and they told them, and again, apparently, because I don't know the truth, but what I'm reading, apparently Juventus, through Captain Chiellini, spoke with the team to say, look, we will say that we are okay with refusing our salaries, but from the moment that if we don't start back Serie A, because it's over because of COVID, we will receive 3 months of salary, and it's 100% guarantee. And 1 month we don't have. If we start back really fast, we have the 3 months that were guaranteed plus the 4th one as well. But the communication will be different. And actually, that's what Juventus did. They found an agreement with, for sure you will receive 3, but if we start earlier, also the 4th. If we don't start, you don't have the 4th. And they communicated differently, that the players accepted. And I said a big applause to all of them, because it was a beautiful gesture to make sure that everyone, the employees of Juventus, they kept their job and being paid while at home. And apparently, you can't do that when you are a company that is quoted with shares. When you are in the stock market, you can't, because you are actually publicly saying something that is not right. And again, if Juventus did something like that, it's correct that you have to pay for it. The problem is, where did that money finished in the books? Again, it's something financially. Where did that money finish? Did it finish in the year that we're on, or did they postpone it in the 2nd year of bookmarks? I have no idea, guys. I don't know. If they found irregularities, I have always been the most scared about that one. Not that Juventus didn't pay or they communicated badly. And I have always been scared of that one, not the plusvalenza, where I was quite sure that how can you be punished for something that there is no rule on? So if it's a long explanation, I did that, MMA, but first of all, thank you for the donation. I really wanted to take the time, but if you ask me, Beppe, what will happen? I'm more scared about the other one than the first one. If you know that the first one we already received -15. Do I have some hopes that they can take back the -15? Yes, I have some hopes there, not a lot, because in 2006 I would never imagine how Italy worked. I don't trust sportive justice in Italy. I don't trust the law of sport in Italy, because most of the time they are led by supporters more than by professionals. That being said, can we go to relegation? Everything can. Everything can. Everything can happen. It already happened once. Can happen again. I don't believe they will send us in relegation. I tell you one thing, because they saw the consequences it had on Serie A, where Juventus was not playing in Serie A. When Juventus was in Serie B, they lost a lot of money. Television right, and so on, and so on, and so on. Attraction of supporters of Juve not watching. We are million, eh? So I believe we could go potentially with a big minus, potentially being out of the European competitions, but still remaining in Serie A without the possibility to fight. So what will happen? You remain in Serie A, but because of the fact that you are out of Europa League, out of Champions League, out of whatever, you lose all your players and you have to sell them for cheaper. So financially, you don't become super strong, because it's not that you are selling Vlahovic for 200 million. He will ask, you will have to sell him for less. So you lose your best players. You are not in Europe for 2-3 years, so you don't attract new great players. And you are not able to compete. So you will become financially weaker, because for 2 or 3 years you don't have the entries. And you know, Champions League is only for the competition 60 million minimum that you receive, without counting stadium and so on. So I think they will try to destroy us without sending in second division. But again, it's a feeling. So I hope I was clear about that. Mamma mia, it was long, my explanation. Nirai, real housewives in Turin. So much drama. But did you see what happened today? Milan. Thank you for the donation, Nirai. Did you see what happened in Milan? They are investigating now on the sale of Milan from Blue Sky to Redbird with Elliot. Disaster. You know what I don't understand? What I don't understand, Nirai and people, is you are already bad with Serie A. On top of being bad with Serie A, looks like they are, it looks like, okay, I make it easy. You play a football game and your team is losing 2-0, okay? 2-0, there is a little hope. But the other one, they are too strong. Yeah, at a certain moment, you take that ball and you put it in your own goal. You're doing an own goal, but not because of a mistake, but that was your intention, doing a big own goal. This is what Italy is doing at the moment. You have already so much delay versus Premier League, versus even Bundesliga and so on and so on. You are doing autogoals. Then, guys, justice is justice. Who is guilty needs to pay for everyone. For me, for you. Today I received a fee because of my car was parked really bad, guys. I was invited to meet someone. I was not even sure I wanted to go and so on. At the end, I want to make a pleasure. I say, okay, I go, but I was not even intention to go. I didn't really want to go there. I accept. I go. 2 months later, this morning, the letter, €58 because you parked bad. I said, where was I? I don't remember where I was that date. What did I do? Then I think, cazzo. Indeed, I was there. I could say to the justice, but actually I didn't want to go. So don't put me a fee because my intention, I didn't even want to go there. I don't want to. Guys, the justice, you're guilty. Whatever your reason is, you're guilty. You pay. Then I see some people are saying, why not the other ones? Well, the other ones, you don't defend yourself by saying everyone is doing it. You defend yourself by showing that you're innocent. But that's another story. So let's see. Thank you, Nirai. I see that Mo joined the people. People forgot what players like Alexandra has given for you for years. It's true. This is social media, Beppe. It can be awful. So I'm a bit delayed with the birthday wishes under our friend. Alexander, it's really helpful. Thank you, Beppe. Thank you, Rico. Hi, Beppe. Hoe gaat het? Zeer goed, Ahmed. Hopelijk gaat jouw Nederlands beter. Want je spreekt niet Nederlands in het begin, dacht ik. Hè? Maar heel goed, dankjewel, Ahmed from Amsterdam, als ik het goed zeg. Good explanation from Jim Abba. Good explanation, Beppe. No, it's great getting a better picture. Can we counter Sue? I already answered from our friend Marcello. Great with explanation on Plus Valenza. Are you happy? Even if we win this case by finding the missing papers, for example, damage has been done. But that's the most annoying thing. That's the most annoying. What really, 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 really annoys me, it's this one. Is the dirt that has been put on Juventus. And it's too late. And even if you're innocent, it will remain forever. We are still accused of match fixing in 2006, while we never did any match fixing. Guys, it will be like that forever. forever, Wrexham. If they find any irregularity, they will punish us more. Yeah. Pepe, I am so over that Juventus beat up came on the other clubs like Napoli, etc., and have did worse, but nothing in Serie A. But guys, I spoke about it so many times. Ciao Mo, El Shali. We spoke about it so many times with all the examples. Guys, you don't know probably because you are young or whatever, but the older ones, they remember. Nakata, Roma Juve or Juve Roma, I don't remember. It finished 2-2. Roma that season wins the Scudetto, number 3 of their history. How do they win the Scudetto? They win the Scudetto quite easily. No, it was a big fight, Juve-Roma for the Scudetto. How do they win it? They win it because before the game of Juve-Roma, or Roma-Juve, I don't remember. I think it's Roma-Juve. They allow Nakata, that was strong, to play versus Juve. How? By changing a rule from the prosecutor, the judge, or whoever took the decision back then that was a Roma fan, casually, 4 days before Juve-Roma. Hidoteshi Nakata, that I really liked. I was young. He's a good player. But changing the rules 4 days before the game of Juve. Then on the field, we did 2-2. It's not that we lost. We did 2-2. We were winning 2-0. Actually, we win 2-0. They put Nakata on the field. They go with 2-1, and he scores the 2-2 to have the complete story. This is Nakata. With irregularities, they changed the rules 4 days before playing Roma. I have always said I want to play versus the best team, so actually I don't care that Nakata plays. But I don't like, again, being manipulated and laughed in my face 4 days before a game. If the rule is this, the rule is this. Like now, they will change the VAR, because we will enter from next game, from Monza. We play with that semi-automatical offside that we were used in FIFA World Cup, where the ball is communicating with satellite. So now it will be super precise, because you will really know when the ball has been touched with your feet and started to go away from your right moment. What does that mean? That all the years before that we are using VAR, it was a discretion of someone in a room that was choosing the frame. I edit my videos every day. I can promise you that, guys, I have a really great mouse. That my friend Aman, he told me, buy this one. It costed 129 euro. It's a mouse. But I can tell you that there are 100,000 buttons here. You can do whatever you want to. But the change here, one single frame, it changed everything. So it was someone that was doing it, like tick, tick. If he likes the team, he put yes, the one before. If he doesn't like the team, he will put the one after. You don't see it on the frame of the image. But now they will put it. But what does that mean? That if another Salernitana case happens, well, now they will allow the goal. But the one of the beginning of the season, they didn't allow it. So you have 50% of irregularities in that Serie A. Strange, eh? I think personally it's really, 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 really strange. I don't know why I'm speaking about that, by the way. Another one. Recoba passport. Recoba from Inter was extracomunitario. You know, like when we were not able to buy and to sign Luis Suarez because we had too many foreign players out of Europe. Well, they made a fake passport. It's true. Huh? They made a fake passport. And the law is saying that every game that he touched the field, even if he entered in second half or whatever, you had a point deduction, plus a fee and so on and so on, should have gone in Serie B. Inhibition for Aureali for a few months, et c'est fini, over. And it's not over. Perugia, the rain, the ball is not bouncing, you play. 2 years later, Collina, the best referee of the world, you hear he's a Lazio fan. Strange. Anyway, too many strange things there. MMA, thanks you, and thanks again, Beppe. That's the message of MMA. I'm just surprised why they don't check the rest of the clubs. Well, they checked it. In 2008, they said to Milan and Inter, we checked, but it's okay, it's fine. Because plusvalenza is not something against the rules, so it's fine. Apparently, they will. It's funny, huh? It's really funny because, not funny, no, it's sad actually. Because, again, we go back to Napoli because it's an easy example. Napoli, you know it, huh? With Osimhen, 70 million plus 10 of bonus. That Napoli paid to Lille, 20 million was made out of 4 players. 3 of them, they spoke on papers, they spoke publicly, and they said, we understood that it was, they were fooling us because none of us ever put feet in Lille, the city. We never went there. So for 1 year, we were players of Lille before they terminated our contract, and for 1 year we didn't play. They ruined our careers. Guys, if this is not a real case of plusvalenza, manipulating the books, then I don't know. And this is the problem that you clearly see. And now they say, we will investigate on Napoli now. But suddenly, because they are in the year, since 33 years that they never won something, they are in the year where they can win, for them there is no rush. Tranquilli, we will check it in 60 days. We will check it there. No, we will check it in 6 months so that they are sure. Napoli, they won their Scudetto, then probably they will do like Inter, prescrizione. That what is a prescrizione? It's not a prescription like this. It's when the deadline is over. This is strange in Italy. This is strange. Thank you for the donation, MMA. Dan, Serie A, such a fall from grace. Italy used to be the Mecca, but we decided to commit suicide. It's true. They are destroying themselves. It's true. Angola, after the scandal of 2006, they killed Serie A. It's true. You are reminding me of the time I received a parking ticket in NYC. Sometimes I had to pay. Other times I successfully appealed. Hopefully, same can happen for Juve and for us now. And hopefully, Lars, you should defend Juventus. The media controls what non-Juve fans are thinking, Beppe. Yes, but you know that's my big battle. It's a stupid example. Okay, this morning, and I probably not explained it that really well, but now I'm tired. But this morning I was speaking you about a hidden document that Giuseppe Chiné and the lawyers and so on, the accusation part, they don't want to show us. There is a mysterious card that apparently is a card or a document, una carta, a document that has been signed. When was it? In April 2021, and apparently, if that document shows up, it could invalidate all the process, because the lawsuit and the cases and the investigation done later. Why? Because apparently this should be the kickoff, the start date of the moment until you can go into the court to judge. Okay? So after that moment, all the other facts can't enter anymore in that. So what happened is that you have already some people that were investigation, taking document from Juventus, listening and so on and so on. On the 14th, there is a communication between the two parts, not Juventus, and the accusation part and the court, saying we think that there is something strange here. Okay, that's what's happening. We think that something is strange here. Okay, so normally that's the moment where you have to say, okay, we open and we go into the court. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Then in May, they start again with new investigation, and apparently they start opening the court, the process and so on in October. I don't know the dates by heart now, but if that document, and I don't know what's written, it has not been leaked, that document, but a lot of people ask for it because apparently it is true that there exists a document. Apparently, if that shows up and comes up, it could say that they are wrong because they didn't act in the requested time to go into the tribunal, in the lawsuit, in the court, and that could just invalidate everything for that first part. Then we have again the salary maneuver and so on. I didn't want to explain because I'm tired, but I did it. That's really strange. Rick, 11 months with us on the channel. I watch Rocky 2 tonight, Beppe. Juve will be back. Rocky 2 is fantastic, fantastic. 11 months with us, Riccardo. And this close, I believe, the 2 hours. I believe we spoke about a lot today. Grande. Thank you, Riccardo. 11 months, it's a lot. Fantastic. They are doing an own goal. Pop Tart is saying, you remember when he went to a game in Roma at the Olimpico, and a drunk Roma fan was talking to his uncle, saying that they hate more Juve than Lazio. Of course, yeah. But Juve is hated by everyone in Italy. That's the big thing. Ash, Beb, I have a question. Why do people call us Juventus the old lady? Because we are a sign of elegance, a lady. There is a sign of elegance, but also because we are one of the oldest club in Italy. Old, elegance, the old lady, the charm. And Anthony Vaccaro is actually doing a gift right on time before we close. Let me see, because did I read it? I know. I totally... No, it's a day ago. Okay, it was yesterday. I said thank you, I believe, with Romeo Agresti. Anthony Vaccaro yesterday becoming a member for 8 months with us, and today he decided to not think about himself, but thinking about another Juventino randomly in the chat, and Omar Avila became a member of the channel thanks to Anthony. For some unity, that's the message of Anthony. Thank you. Really appreciate it, Anthony. You know, these kind of things are beautiful. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Ciao to Riccardo. Stay strong and always remember, love Juventus until ever, because Juventus is forever. Ciao to Mohammad. Ciao to Ash Iron Yansworth. Ciao to LJJ. Ciao to Arif. Guys, we can do one thing. Like Romeo Agresti said yesterday on the channel. Calma. And we see. We are not defending Juventus in the court. The only thing that we can do is what the GJustjuve asks to all their members. GJustjuve Juventus official fan club from all around the world. They ask to be more united to Juventus, to support every Juventus initiative. If you need to watch a video, watch it on the Juve channel of YouTube. If you want to see a pre-game, instead of going and watching it on whatever channel, on DAZN, on this, on that, watch it with me on Twitch. You know that I just don't go there as a clown speaking about Monza like this because I just woke up. You know that I prepare and I work my ass off to offer you the best information about Monza. We remain between Juventini. You want to see a post-game, you are here. I will never tell you don't watch the game on television or go on piracy, because I would not be able to live without Juventus, to watch Juventus. So I understand people that some are watching the game on television, some are mixing watch along and game, whatever. Do whatever you want, but if you can do something, try to support Juve, try to support the Juve initiative, and pay attention, because I am not an expert in law, but really fast you can give wrong information. Pay attention. And that's what I wanted to say a bit earlier. Leaked document, the hidden document, and so on and so on. All questions that nobody from Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, La Stampa, Repubblica, Calcio in Finanza, nobody is speaking about this. Nobody. Only Tutto Sport. Tutto Sport is not inventing things, but they are asking questions. They are not saying Juventus is not guilty. They are asking right question. So, adios Omar Avia, ciao Rocco Lacovino, ciao Daniel Perrone, Filippo Rosara, Izza Jadra, I'm still waiting. When is the answer for your job? Izza, tell me before I go to sleep, otherwise I don't go to sleep. You know that in 2 hours I didn't ask any support for putting a maximum of like. Who didn't do it now. Ciao to Jim, ciao to Maharaj that was there since the beginning of the live, ciao to Filippo Rosada, again to Mahmoud. Who did I forget? Marcello, always Marcello. Styler Z as well. Ash, buonanotte Ash. Ash is like the Pokemon guy. Ciao to Riccardo, Saif Noah, Dimansi, Kenny. I'm waiting for Izzy. I'm waiting for Izzy. Imagine he has gone. Ciao Dan. Ciao Pop Tart. Izzy, come back. We need to go to sleep. Dai. Ciao Thomas Maklouf. Disappeared. Izzy disappeared. He disappeared. We don't know. We will never know. We will never know if he got the job or not. Che peccato. That's really sad. C'est la vie. It's a pity. Mohammed El Shahali as well. I will write you probably a message before going to bed. As all nights, every night I send a message to El Shahali, to El Tactico. I send him a message. Come va? Ça va? What did you do today? We laugh a bit. You know, I have like 2 therapists, Mohammed El Shahali and Aman. 2 therapists. When I'm frustrated or whatever, sometimes it happens that I'm frustrated and I speak to them. Izzy, it disappeared. Or maybe he started to work, can be, and he needed to stop. Depends where he's living in the world. Buonanotte a tutti, ciao ragazzi, forza!